When it comes to strength training for women, there are so many myths that have existed for so many years, whether that is true or is real myth.
Let's do it together.
Men should lift heavy and women should stick to lightweight.
Muscles don't understand gender.
They don't have a gender. Heavy lifting is going to harm your uterus.
This I've heard all my life.
So I think lift heavy by your standards. It can even be at 20 kgs. Eat well, lift heavy, run hard. All women should take supplements like magnesium. They are harmless and they are actually good for everybody.
We supplement when we see a deficiency.
Detox and cleans juices will help you lose weight and flush out the toxins.
Have you ever done a cleanse with juice?
Toning workouts will help you lose more fat and look leaner.
It sounds only funny, no?
So let's talk about strength.
Yeah.
With all your context into training yourself, you are again, and I've said this many times, one of the fittest, one of the strongest women that I have the privilege to know very well. So with all the context that you have in training yourself and training other people, when it comes to strength training for women, there are like so many myths that have existed for so many years.
True.
And they just don't seem to die down. While you're prepping for this, we've put together a few of those myths.
Correct.
One episode is not enough, but we'll talk about a few of them and would love for you to share your point of view on whether that is true or is that like a real myth. Heavy lifting is going to harm your uterus and your reproductive organs, and it's going to give you a bunch of other issues at a later point in life.
This I've heard all my life from my mother and a lot of people in my family. Because when I started lifting weights, the first thing was my mom wouldn't even let me lift a lot of things at home.
Okay.
Yeah, like general stuff at home. And then when I started lifting weights, it was like, oh my God, you cannot. And then for the longest time, people thought, especially my family, not people, that I was not conceiving or having a child because I was lifting so heavy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I also had a late child, right? So
Yeah.
it just made sense for them to put these things together. Okay. The truth is that your uterus is not just, something that's hanging in the body, right? Your uterus is fully supported by your core and your pelvic floor. Yeah, pelvic floor is like your hammock, right? And your uterus is nicely supported. What is harmful for your uterus is a weak core and pelvic floor.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you strengthen your core and pelvic floor through the right kind of training, your uterus is very well supported, which means it's also good for your reproductive health.
Correct.
Right? It's as simple as that.
So it's the opposite.
It's the opposite. It's the exact opposite. Now, what can probably hurt your uterus or your pelvic floor is if you train incorrectly, wrong form, too much lifting too soon without a progressive overload and a great plan and a coach, right? Incorrect bracing and things like that. So it's not how much you lift, right? What you lift, it's how you lift.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So strong core, strong pelvic floor will help you at all stages of your life, right from your puberty to, through your 20s, if you're especially playing a sport, through your 30s when you want to conceive, have a child, have a safe pregnancy, right? And postpartum, the most important. A lot of people postpartum don't even strengthen their pelvic floor and core and directly go into
Strength training.
starting to do intense stuff. It could be running, it could be playing their favorite sport, it could be dancing. By my view, and it's the universal view, it's backed by science, that you cannot, postpartum especially, start training without focusing on rehabbing and strengthening your core and pelvic floor. That's the worst thing you'll do to yourself.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that you are anyway working on,
Yes.
creating a program for women to just bounce back better
Correct.
after postpartum. So that's going to go live.
Correct. So for everyone listening, you can lift how much ever you want, right? You'll gauge that correctly, knowing your body weight and how your training is. But don't worry. The more you strengthen your core and pelvic floor, the safer your uterus is and better your reproductive health.
I'll also tell you something. From an evolutionary perspective, women have evolved to lift and carry heavy weights for long distances.
Exactly.
And I'm talking about the hunting and gathering days.
Correct.
When women would go out, gather, all the berries and vegetables and things like that, and carry it back home for their families. That's like heavy weight lifting.
Yeah.
Women also, of course, when they're pregnant, they carry a child for,
In that uterus.
right,
Yeah.
if for 9 months.
Yeah.
Like that's that's a lot of weight being carried
Yeah.
all the time, when you're sleeping, when you're walking, when you're doing anything. So this is very opposite of how women have in fact evolved.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I also know that women have a higher threshold for pain at the gym, because that's how they've been evolved.
Yes.
But everything that we know with respect to fitness and lifting weights is, I feel, utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%. It does not make any sense.
Exactly.
Like, because I keep telling my mom, I said, growing up, you were carrying buckets of water
Yeah.
from the well
Yeah.
to the house, which was a distance of at least 500 meters
Yeah.
or probably more, right?
Yeah.
In the village. You did that all the time,
Correct.
even through your pregnancy sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So why is it different for your child? So they're just being
Yeah.
overprotective.
It's just fear, I think.
It's just fear.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
It's this is what they've heard, and they don't connect to the culture of lifting weights at the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah. So
Maybe
the
that's
truth
why.
is, no.
Yeah.
It will not harm you. In fact, it will benefit you if you do it the right way.
Yeah. Okay, next up. This is my favorite. Maybe I'll give you a lot more point of views on this one. Toning workouts will help you lose more fat and look leaner.
Yeah. It sounds only funny, Toning workout. Like, what is toning? Tone is a word,
Exactly.
right? Sculpt is a word.
Yes.
But I don't think we can use it on our body. In the sense, you can't say toning workout for fat loss or sculpting workout for something.
Exactly.
You can look toned
Correct.
when you have good muscle mass and low body fat. Right?
Exactly.
You look lean, you look toned. Don't fall for toning workouts.
Yeah.
It's BS.
There are no
Right.
toning workouts.
There is no such thing. Muscles can either grow, right, which is hypertrophy, or they shrink, which is atrophy.
Exactly.
Right? There is no in between.
Yeah.
Right? Toning is a marketing game, and strength is, of course, science.
Yeah.
We all
I think
know
it's more than a marketing game. It's a game of not knowing enough
Yeah.
about strength training and body composition in general.
Exactly.
Like I see this on social media all the time. Social media influencers be like, this is a fat loss workout.
Yeah.
Even though workout has got nothing to do with fat loss. You exercise, you're going to build muscle, you're going to build a better heart.
Yeah.
Of course, it's great for your mind. And then you eat a certain way to make sure that you're losing fat and it's supporting
Correct.
building/retaining muscle. And that's how you get the toned look. There is no workout that's a toning
workout. Yeah.
workout.
Yeah, exactly. You can look toned, right? Like, and even that sounds not so correct. Like, you look great, you look lean, you look strong. I mean, those
Yeah.
are the right words. And that's
Correct.
just a subject of eating right, more muscle, low fat.
Exactly.
So, yes,
It's funny.
anyone hitting purchase or buy on that toning exercise or
Yeah.
toning workout, please
Yeah.
think again.
Think again.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, another one that's been around. That in fact I heard someone say as of last week. A good friend of mine. Detox and cleans juices will help you lose weight and flush out the toxins.
Have you ever done a cleanse with juice? Tell me honestly. I haven't.
No, I've never done it. Of course, I love my food.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking now, is it because I love my food or is it because I never believed in it?
Yeah.
Now, I think what we need to also reiterate on the fact that this cleansing and fasting are two very different things, right? We're not talking about fasting here.
No.
We're not talking about intermittent or any kind of fasting because that has a whole different science to it. We're talking about those juice cleanses that can be done for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 5 days sometimes, that they make you believe that you can lose weight and you're going to like just detox and cleanse your body. The fact is you're not losing weight. You may drop a few pounds, drop a few kilos, but that's just your initial water.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Right?
you've just deprived yourself of carbs.
Exactly.
Carbs retain water.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're going to put all that weight back when you start eating normally again.
Yeah.
Right? And what you're going to feel really is fatigue,
You will crash.
energy crash. Exactly. You'll not have the will to do anything. You're going to keep craving. So chances are you're going to eat more. So such cleanses should not exist, A. And if they exist, no one should ever do it be, because one must remember that your body has a natural
Correct.
cleansing detoxing system, and that is called the liver, right?
Yeah.
Your gut, your kidney, your lungs, all of those have, I mean, they do the cleanse. So why not eat right to support
Yes.
these organs, right? Fiber, more protein, and water. One of your best cleansing detox system. Use that,
Yeah.
right? So I don't see any reason why anyone should ever do such cleanses, ever.
Exactly.
Stupid.
It's just bullshit.
It's bullshit.
And there are companies that have existed on this. There are social media influencers that have made like shitloads of money on water fasts and detoxes and things like that.
Correct.
It's again,
Also, it can be so harmful if you just randomly do it. What if those certain type of fruits and vegetables and stuff don't even work for you?
your metabolism is
Yeah,
going to
metabolism
crash.
crashes.
And
Exactly.
you're gonna feel terrible
Exactly.
if you're doing things like
Yeah.
this.
So don't believe.
Yeah, let your kidney and the
Let your
liver
body, yeah.
do their job. They're
Exactly.
they are built for that.
I mean, if all of us take time to understand how miraculous our body is, or the human body is, and the kind of healing it can do if you allow it to, we'll really not need so many things.
Exactly.
There's so
It's the
many health
basics that work.
supplements, so many things. Exactly.
The thing that I've seen is that, with things like detox or any of the diet with a special name
Yeah.
or any new protocol that's out there on the internet, people are actually looking for an easy answer.
Yeah.
If for them, it's like, just tell me something that really works and it works fast. But in
Yeah.
reality, it's the basics. Just keep doing those basics, right?
Correct.
Eat your protein, eat your, moderate your carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Eat in balance, exercise, sleep well. If you're doing those things, you will never need all of these gimmicks.
Yes.
In fact, these gimmicks don't even work. So
They
you
don't
actually
work.
don't
Yeah.
need
I mean,
them.
one has to experience it to understand
Yeah.
it, maybe. But we say no.
We say no. Yeah.
say no.
Okay. Fourth one. Men should lift heavy and women should stick to light weights, maybe pink dumbbells, or maybe
Yeah, the
no
pink
weights at all.
dumbbells. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Muscles don't understand gender.
They don't have a gender.
Yeah. I mean, they can't talk. They don't understand. I think the only difference really is testosterone
Yeah.
and our hormones, right? Yeah, men have more testosterone. So,
Yeah.
yes, you may see that bulk faster and things like that. But for women, when we lived, we see so much more. We see it at a hormonal level, right? The benefit it is going to have at a hormonal level. It's just essential, right? Our metabolic health improves, right? Our cycle can improve. Our aging can improve. Our, postpartum or menopause, perimenopause, all of that can improve. It's the pink dumbbells and just some body weight stuff is
Yeah.
not enough to challenge your muscles.
Yes.
Okay, your muscle needs safe challenging. So I'm not saying that someone who, another woman who probably does 100 kg squat, I should compare myself to that and do the same amount of squat or aim at that. No, based on our body weight, body type, age,
Yeah.
fitness levels, you have to identify what is heavy for you. So your heavy and my heavy can be different because heavy is relative, right? But identify what that is, and women should train heavy, and heavy training is not just
Yeah.
for men.
Exactly.
The light dumbbells and endless reps is not enough for women.
Yeah. And strength training is what I strongly believe pretty much all women need. And like you said, lift heavy by your standards. You don't have to look at Shwetambari Shetty lifting very heavy weights and then go and do it the next day.
Yeah,
Because you have a training age of 15 years in only lifting weights.
correct.
And much more than that doing other things. So I think lift heavy by your standards. It can even be a 20 kg squat. It can
Exactly.
even be a 5 kg squat, whatever that is. But keep make sure that you're progressively overloading and the challenge is increasing week over week.
Week over week, exactly. Strong isn't masculine, right?
Of course.
It's metabolic,
Yeah.
it's hormonal, it's essential.
Yeah.
Simple.
And the kind of bulk and the things that we generally speak about that's very sports specific. That
Yeah.
bodybuilders get. They're doing a bunch of other things to get that kind of bulk. Even for men, it's not like humanly possible with just
That
food
even
and
the
exercise.
testosterone. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so lift weights, ladies lift heavy weights. Yeah,
Heavy weights.
heavy weights.
Heavy weights.
Okay, fasted workouts. Again, another topic that keeps floating
Yes, very
around.
important.
But I think you do fasted workout. Do you
I
work out
did. I
fasted?
used to. Then I stopped because I understood that it's not working for my body.
Okay.
Right?
So
But I
fast.
stopped after a certain age, right? I did fasted, especially when okay, you can start off by, the myth is that you're saying fasted workouts for men versus women
Yeah,
or
fasted
fasted workout in
workouts
general.
help you
Right?
burn more fat.
Yeah. So that, no for a women, no for women, and sometimes or mostly yes for men, right?
Okay.
So now let me tell you, I did fasted workouts for a long time. In fact, I used to go and teach, on fasted
Wow.
in the morning,
That level of
early morning
cardio.
classes. Yeah, that level of cardio. At a certain time and point in your life, you don't feel much because you're younger. You're not.
Just
You're
brute
like,
force.
yeah, you just have it in you.
Yeah.
It's like you see how our kids can go without food for hours, right? For like a full day.
Don't ask me.
Exactly. But when you start fueling and then doing the same thing again, the energy that comes from it, right? You realize that, oh, this is a lot better. Having said that, now why I say no, don't do fasted workout. Now, women, our fuel requirements are very different because there's estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol interacting together, right? So when we start a workout, and if there is no fuel, the first thing that's going to happen is, of course, there's going to be a blood sugar crash, right? Lower blood glucose and cortisol issues, right? So when there is a low blood sugar, what's going to happen? There's going to be recovery issues,
Of course.
fatigue,
Yeah.
energy crash, right? And then during your ovulation and luteal phase, your body also needs calories, more calories, right? And then you're doing these fasted workouts, so it's going to be double crash,
Yeah.
counterproductive. Then the cortisol, right? Now, when you're constantly training on fasted, chronically elevated cortisol is going to again be counterproductive,
Correct.
more belly fat,
Exactly.
again, poor recovery,
Yeah.
right? Other health issues, metabolic issues. But if you do consume a small pre workout meal that's a combination of, say, like a protein, carb,
Yes.
you can get so much more benefits from that in terms of
Yeah.
getting better workout, easier to even lose body fat,
Yes.
right? But you just need to plan it
Yes.
correctly.
And either way, fasted cardio scientifically is not superior to fed cardio.
Yeah. You eat so much before you work out.
I eat, I
Yeah.
eat like one
You've also
full.
once upon a time done fasted,
I've
right?
done. I've done.
So
Yes.
yeah, so you know the difference.
Yeah. I could. In my case, I saw clear difference between the number of pull-ups, unbroken pull-ups that I can do
There you go.
with or without having food, and
Yeah.
even for like things like fasted workouts, people need to understand that fat burn and fat loss are two different things.
Correct.
You may burn more fat if you're doing a fasted walk, but you will lose fat only if you are in a caloric deficit.
Exactly.
So, so if you're doing fed cardio every single day in the morning and you are maintaining a caloric deficit throughout the day, through the week, and through months, you will still be able to lose fat.
Yeah.
And that's science.
Yeah.
So if you don't like doing fasted workouts, don't do it because it's not like helpful for anything. And
Exactly.
especially for women, like you said, there are
Especially
other
for
things in play.
I think women need to start looking at the hormonal difference between men and women, right?
Yeah.
And train keeping in mind their hormones,
Yeah.
right? We don't have to train exactly like the men, but it's not like you have to train very differently. But just keep in mind that you have other hormones that you need to take care of.
Exactly.
So fuel that
Yeah.
and maximize the benefit.
Like we'll talk about one more, and it's been around like anything.
Yeah.
All women should take supplements like magnesium, collagen, or greens. They are harmless and they are actually good for everybody.
Truth or false? All right. So, supplement is a very, very deep topic that I think we should get into, again, a deep conversation
Yeah.
another day. But let's just talk about, like magnesium, like you said, okay? We all know supplementing is simply filling the gaps,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
That the food can't
Yeah.
provide. Now, we supplement when we see a deficiency from, our blood report and things like that. Age, stage in life, all of those things, right? But why did suddenly magnesium become a sleeping pill?
Yeah, how did that happen?
How did that happen, right? Like, I take magnesium.
Yeah, I take magnesium.
Right. I also take it based on my blood work and things like that, my need, understanding my body. There are times that I even don't take it for a while. I'm not saying I'm cycling it, but I'm like when I went for like a long holiday, I didn't. So, these are supplements that have to fill a gap. Now, magnesium, especially magnesium glycinate that everyone's using to fuel sleep, I think is a wrong approach.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not saying it's good for you or bad for you. It's just a wrong approach. Don't take magnesium glycinate only because you think it's going to allow you to sleep better, right? It will relax your body. It has those, benefits. But when you take it without even needing it, then it's not going to help you fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, your micronutrients, if you're overdoing it, can lead to toxicity anyway.
Exactly.
So,
and you can actually have loose stools, fatigue, things like that when you overdo the magnesium as well, which you will never think it's because of the magnesium.
Yeah.
Right? So any supplement should not be taken because one of us has recommended it. We should take it because our body needs it. And the only way of identifying that is see what stage you are in life. First do blood work and then talk to a health coach or a nutritionist or your doctor. Right? We all know our vitamin D levels are low, B12 is low.
I think, in my opinion, magnesium glycinate is a good supplement.
Yes.
But what I'm going to say is true for any supplement. Like, not all supplements are made for everybody.
Correct.
And one very important thing also with any kind of supplement is you need to know how to use a supplement in your favor and not abuse the supplement. Now, when it comes to sleep, if you're someone who's struggling with sleep, you've got to first check, are your behaviors aligned with, inducing good sleep?
Yeah.
Are you looking at phone just before bed? Are you trying to wind down before you hit the bedtime or not? Are you eating very late on early dinner? Whatever that is, just first align the behaviors. Talk to your nutritionist.
Yeah.
Talk to a coach. And if supplementation is needed, do it. It's not going to harm you.
Absolutely.
But supplements are not magic. It works only if you need it.
Exactly. So that's our point, right? Like there is no such thing as one size fits all.
Exactly.
Like everything else. Even supplementation, you need it, you take it. Like we both supplement so much.
Yeah.
But we both know what are the supplements we need, what we don't. We don't do the same supplements.
Correct.
Right?
We don't even know what each of us would be like.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the supplement that you're consuming or I'm consuming. Because we do it for our own goals at the moment, training style, recovery, and everything else.
100%. Yeah. Like I know omega-3 is so essential and I do take it, but I also know that when if I'm eating a lot of fish and all of those things, I'll not necessarily supplement it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't eat much fish, so I do definitely take
100%
an omega-3 supplement. Okay, awesome. I think there are a lot of other things that we need to talk about, but in the interest of time, we can wrap it up here. Thank you very much for busting these myths.
I think we should bring back more myths.
We definitely need to bring back.
And I think what will be interesting is if we can have our listeners tell us about some myths.
Yes.
And then if you have those myths, put it in the comments. And then maybe we can pick them up and
exactly.
It'll be good fun.
Exactly. Tell us what you've heard.
Yeah.
Anything that you've been struggling with and you feel that's a myth.
Yeah.
And we will address it for you. Not necessarily saying we'll bust it because I don't know if it's going to be a myth or not. But we'll tell you. We'll tell you if it is true or false.
True or false.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good game to play.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.